Welcome to Stopgap's home practice. This is one of my video shorts called 15-minute flow. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm a standing dancer with dark curly hair, a blue top on and black trousers. This video stands alone as a warm-up sequence or cool-down sequence, but you can add it to one or two of my other video shorts in order to make a full class. The flowing patterns of movement are based on my inclusive yoga practice, and like with all my video shorts, you only need a really small space to practice in. If you want to lie out a yoga mat for this session, you can, but it's not necessary. I'm going to stand in profile so you can see my example really clearly, and you'll also have Nadan's translation come onto your screen if this is useful for you or helps you translate what I'm doing. We're going to take two flows, repeating each flow 3 times. Each time I will take a slightly different approach. The first time I will really describe the movement in detail. The second time I'll describe less but offer you a breath that you might want to coordinate with the movement. And the third time there'll be another layer to focus on if you're able to. We're just going to start. So finding a nice upright place to be. I recommend you facing your screen flat on. Really root down through your feet if you're standing, through your sit bones if you're seated, and have a sense of the length of the body in this place. And then bring your arms up via the side, place your palms together looking at your hands. And then draw your palms down your center line, follow with the gaze and roll down through the spine. Soften the back of the body if you're working in the legs, bend the knees, rolling up through the spine and drawing the shoulders up towards the ears. Circle the shoulders back and melt the shoulder blades down. Circle one arm forwards, opening into a gentle twist. Continue the circle to bring the body back to the center. Same movement on the other side, circling the arm forwards, opening the body into a gentle twist. Bring the arm back, body back to the center. Bring both arms above the head, taking hold of one wrist. Pulling the wrist over into a side tilt. And then coming back to the center. Swapping the hold, so holding the other wrist and pulling into the other side, into a side tilt. Coming back to the center, letting go of the arms, they drop heavy to the side and then dive down through the head, lifting in the chest. We reverse this movement, so lead with the chest, drop the head, roll up through the spine to come back to your upright position. Second time through. Inhale as you bring the arms up via the side, place the palms together above the head. Exhale, roll down through the spine. Inhale, rolling up, draw the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, circle the shoulders back, melt the shoulder blades down. Inhale, circling one arm forwards, opening into a gentle twist. Exhale, bring the body back to the center. Inhale, circling the other arm forwards, opening into a gentle twist. Exhale, back to the center, taking hold of one wrist. Inhale, really root down through your base as you take the tilt. Exhale, back to the center, swapping the hold. Inhale, tilting to the other direction. Exhale, back to the center, let go of the arms and dive down as you inhale. Exhale, recover all the way back to your upright position. Last time through, really pour the weight down and feel like the arms just float up above the head. Rolling down through the spine. See if you can roll a little further, bringing the chest a little closer to the thighs. Deepen the sensation of the back of the body melting, knees folding as you roll up and draw the shoulders to the ears. Maybe think of honey dribbling down the back as you slide the shoulder blades down. Keep the focus on the fingertips as you circle the arm back. Bringing the body back to the center, and again, keep looking at the fingertips. See if you can open a little further into that twist, and then taking hold of the wrists above the head. Really root down through your base and feel the rib cage fanning open as you take the side tilt. Coming back to the center and swapping the grip. And again, really have a sense of the rib cage fanning open. And coming back to the center, enjoy the weight of the arms as you drop the arms, dive down through the head, and then have a sense of the width of the collarbone. And then as you roll back up, see if you can articulate the whole of your mobile spine. Moving on to the second sequence. We begin the same. So inhale, floating the arms up, placing the palms together above the head. The next move, you're going to shift to a less stable position. So if you're in the legs, this could be a lunge. If you're seated, perhaps shift your sit bones forward away from the back of the chair. Working in the legs, you're then going to bend both knees, and then opposite arm to knee that's forward is going to sweep up via the side into a side tilt. Then circle that raised arm back as the other arm comes up. Both arms end horizontal to the body. We open to the side. This is known as Warrior Two in yoga, perhaps you're familiar. The front leg is bent and the back leg is long. We're going to flip the front palm and then sweep the arm up, tilting back away from the front of the space. Take the back arm somewhere to support you if you need, and then coming back to your Warrior Two position. You're then going to sweep the back arm up, tilting towards the front of the space. Perhaps take your forearm to a lower place, or your hand to your foot plate, and then coming back to your Warrior Two position. Drop the back arm, turn everything back square to the front, pick up the front arm, lift the arms up to the ceiling, lifting the chest, and then reach forward with the hands, relax them down towards the earth, find the length in the body, the back of the body, and then gliding forwards, use your hands if you need, to hover the sit bones or the back leg into a nice balance. You're then going to lower the balance, taking weight in the hands to the floor or to somewhere low on your chair. And then find length in your spine. If you're working low to the floor, find your high plank position. And then walk your hands in or up so your weight is over your base, and then roll back up through the spine to your upright. Other side, bring the arms up via the side, palms above the head. Shift to a less stable position. Sweep the opposite arm to leg that's forward into a side tilt, deep bend in the legs. Open into your Warrior Two. Flip the front palm, tip back away from the front, and then come back to your Warrior Two. Sweep the back arm into a tilt towards the front of the space and back into your Warrior Two. Drop the back arm, turn everything back square to the front, collect the front arm, lift the chest into a nice open position, and then sweep the arms forward, find that length. Keep gliding forwards to hover the sit bones or the back leg. And then taking the hands to a lower place, taking weight in the hands. Join the feet if you're working in the legs to find that high plank position. Then walk the hands in or up to bring the weight back over your base and roll back up with the breath. Inhale, we bring the arms up. Exhale, we shift to that less stable position. Inhale, sweep the front arm over into a side tilt. Exhale, open into your Warrior Two. Maybe you want to widen your base a bit here. Really root down. Inhale, sweeping the front arm back in space. Exhale, back to your Warrior Two. Inhale, sweeping the back arm front in space. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Inhale, squaring the body to the front, lifting the chest. Exhale, reach forward, find that length in the back of the body. Inhale, glide forward into your balance. Exhale, lower, taking weight. Inhale, lengthen the back of the body. Exhale, walk the hands back in or up. And then inhale, we're going to collect the arms to go to the other side as we roll up. Exhale, shift to that less stable position. Inhale, sweep the arm over into a side tilt. Exhale, open into your warrior two. Again, adjust your base if you want to be a bit wider. Inhale, tipping back away from the front of the space. Exhale, back into your warrior two. Inhale, sweep the back arm into a tilt towards the front of the space. Exhale, back into your warrior two. Inhale, squaring the body, lifting the chest. Exhale, reach forward, find that length. Inhale, gliding forwards into the balance. Exhale, taking weight. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, walk the hands in or up. Inhale, rolling up, collecting the arms last time through. Really lift the chest here. Exhale, perhaps shift to a bigger position or shift further forwards in space. Really reach the fingertips over in the side tilt. See if you can extend a little further. And then as you open into your warrior two, find a really rooted base so that you can find freedom in the upper body. With the sweep back in space, if you don't want to use the backhand as support, you can perhaps slide it behind your back or just let it hover so you're using the muscles in your center to hold you there. Back to your warrior two, really rooted and free. And again, perhaps as you sweep forward in space, you don't use that other arm as support. You can sweep it behind the back of the body and back into your warrior two. As you square the body, really think of widening and opening the collarbone. Find the length from the heel or the base of your mobile spine to the top of your head. And then as you glide forward, see if you can lift the leg or the sit bones a little higher. And then when you take weight in your hands, have a little micro bend in the elbows and really find that length. And then like a cat, we pad through the hands, so really soft, squidgy pads of hands. And then again, other side. Really lift the chest. Shift to a slightly bigger position or shift further forwards in space. Really reach through the fingertips. And then root your base. Free your spine and your arms. Perhaps you're taking no support with that back arm as we sweep the arm back and back into your warrior two. And again, perhaps you take no support or even take that front arm behind the back and back into your warrior two. And then as you square the body, see if you can find more length and openness in the spine. And then have a sense of the length of the spine, heel to head, or lowest part of your mobile spine to the top of the head. Lift the sit bones or the leg a little higher. As you take weight, take a little micro bend in the elbows. Find that length. And then like a cat, walk the hands in. And roll yourself back up. Have a breath, let all of that settle. So if you want to continue to move, I recommend you do the next in my video shorts, which is the rebound ring and roll dance. And then subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. And I really look forward to seeing you again soon.